to Knockhill Racing Circuit, where we have some big news for you guys out there, and we hope you're going to enjoy this news. Gillian, can you hit us with the news? What is it?
Woo! I'm delighted to say that we are now preparing for a full crowd at our event on the 14th and 15th of August, our British Touring Car event. Some of you will no doubt know all of the dates the Scottish Government are releasing, and the 9th of August is the date that we are planned to move beyond level 0.
It is British Touring Car Week here, and well, it's raining, but I don't care. Nobody cares, because the big news for us at Knockhill is we're allowed a full crowd now that restrictions have eased and started to lift. Let's head round the paddock and the office, and we'll go and catch up with a lot of the key people and find out how they put on the event here and what's different from the British Superbikes. Events Director Stuart Gray, the BSB has been and gone. It was a different kind of event for us up here, but how was it for your side of things?
I think a game of two halves, really. First part, the event was spectacular. On track, who can forget Rory Skinner's performance? A Star is Born. Everybody was captivated by his riding, his results, his demeanour, he took it all in the stride, and he's continuing that since our event. And so on track, I think Superbikes topped the bill. You know, one of the best events we've had in years. Second part, off track, I did my usual walk around the venue, and I walked down towards Duffus, and within 200 or 300 yards of the most famous corner of the whole track, looked towards turn 2 and no spectators. It was so demoralising to see. The bikes were actually on track at the time, and came across the first spectator probably towards McIntyre's. So to my right, world-class racing, and to my left, nobody there to see it. So that kind of summed up the whole weekend. So look forward to next year when they're back. I think the riders and the teams and everyone else will welcome back the fans as well.
Superbikes have been and gone. It was a different style event for Knockhill. The 1,000 capacity crowd made it difficult. So for you, what did the event unfold like?
Operationally, the event was easy to run. You know, with 1,000 people, it was good. It was easy. The crowd that came enjoyed their day. They had all the space. They had the best viewing points. But personally, probably quite strange. We've always said that on a busy Superbike Sunday, when we've got all the car parks empty, we've always said, oh, we should just, one year we'll just sit in here and watch it. We'll just watch the racing and we'll just have hospitality. Yeah. But actually, we did that, and it wasn't fun. Yeah, it was quite depressing, to be honest.
Deflating, wasn't it?
The racing was amazing, obviously, and it was great, but it was just really quite sombre. And
it's not what you're used to. You know, you're used to the big events. You're here first thing in the morning, and yes, you do get to see the big races, but there's always something to do.
There's always something to do.
But it was just a bit deflating.
It was. But never mind. We are
onwards and upwards.
Moving forward.
Cheers, James.
Thank you.
There are 3 Scottish drivers who could win here this weekend at Knockhill. Aidan Moffat, Rory Butcher and circuit employee Gordon Shedden. Now, Gordon...
You're walking like a dinosaur. Why is your leg like wobbling down and out?
Walking like a dinosaur?
No, seriously, your legs go like that.
Oh, God. Right, stop it. Ready? There's 3 Scottish drivers who could win here this weekend. Aidan Moffat, Rory Butcher and Flash, Gordon Shedden. Gordon works at Knockhill, so it'd be great to sit down with him and find out exactly when he goes from circuit employee to flicking that switch and being British touring car driver. Gordon Shedden, what does it mean to Knockhill that we have got the touring cars back and we've got a big crowd?
It's everything, because, this is the biggest car racing event in the UK. The British Touring Car Championship and the support package is the event outside Formula 1. And it only comes to Scotland once a year, but obviously it's now been 18 months since we've had a crowd. So, everyone's got this built-up anticipation that they want to see the cars, see the drivers and see the action again. So, yeah, it feels like it's been a long time coming, and I'm sure the action is going to be top drawer this weekend.
And what is the feedback from the spectators? Obviously, when Knockhill announced that yes, we're allowed a crowd. What was the feedback? Was there an instant rush? Has there been good messages on social media? What's it been like?
Yeah, I mean, just across the board, you know, from spectators, from teams, just, you know, from sponsors, everybody is just like, at last. You know, I think the whole country is just, you know, taking this, you know, sigh of relief that, you know what, we can actually get to an event. Let's take the family, let's enjoy the action, and I think that's what Touring Car delivers in bucket loads.
Yeah, it's going to be great to have fans back. It means so much. They're a knowledgeable crowd. They're very passionate about their motorsport as well. But for a circuit, you know, it's completely empty just now. We've got support class testing, but when does the venue start to transform?
Yeah, so, you know, the early part of the week is very much support class testing, as you say. So, you know, these guys will be here now for the duration. I guess the touring car teams will begin to arrive from late Wednesday into Thursday. And it really is like the circus comes to town. You know, you got the massive trucks, you know, the flags all flying, the awnings, you know, this huge kind of buzz, you know, the excitement, the colour, just everything that transforms the venue from this, you know, this placid hilltop with beautiful views to this, you know, major event, which is what it is.
And for you personally, is there a switch that you flip, or what happens? Because obviously you're full on Knockhill during the week, but there must come a point where it's like, right, okay, hang on, I need to take that hat off and put the Dynamics hat back on. When does that happen?
It's a difficult switch to flip, you know, because obviously I know the venue inside out and I know what's happening, and it's you know, even to the point where you're driving in on a Saturday morning, you know, you're still looking at the car parks, you're looking at what's happening with you know, where people, you know, are going to spectate from. Is everything as it should be? You know, and probably even that first lap out pit lane, you're still taking in, you know, right, does the circuit look right? Are the curbs painted? Does the signage all look good? But then, you know, joking apart, once the, you know, the engine fires up, that's full race mode.
So that's triple British Touring Car champion Gordon Shedden's take on things, but there's other people that work here as well, most notably Gordon's wife Gillian, who's the MD for Knockhill Racing Circuit. Let's sit down and catch up with Gillian and find out what she's planning for this week. It's different from the BSB because we've got a crowd. How do you feel?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. You know, ticket sales are going really well, and yes, it's so nice to be doing ticket sales that we've not done for so long. And yeah, obviously last year we ran this event behind closed doors, and this year we're preparing the venue for a big bumper crowd.
How different is it from the BSB event where the crowd was 1,000 cap? What needs to get done to the venue?
Yeah, so we have to prepare the venue for a sort of capacity crowd, if you like. So we have to hire in a lot more facilities. Thankfully, the guys cut all the car parks last weekend, and yeah, the car parks are looking great. And yeah, we'll be ready to accept a lot more cars at this event. And yeah, we're just preparing the venue, the bankings, the spectator areas, and just making sure everything's ship-shape.
We've got testing on track just now. That happens all week. There is one day scheduled for track work, but when will the people start arriving? Because the campsite's going to be full as well. That's sold out. When will that all start kicking into place?
Yeah, so on Thursday the campers can arrive, and no doubt the early birds will be arriving to get their spot. And yeah, so we've got testing here all week, and we've got tomorrow, Tuesday, we've got F4s out, and then on Wednesday we have the Porsches out, and then we have a little break so that we can get our maintenance team on track. We can do some painting of curbs, refresh all the gravel traps, check the tyre walls. Hopefully there won't be too much damage done to the tyre walls during the testing, but you know, they've got to maintain all of that and make sure it's all ready for the event. We
spoke to Gemma Hobbs, the events manager, and at the BSB when Gemma was so deflated, you know, and we've had her back in, and it was a completely different interview. On a personal level, she says it's great, we've got fans back. You know, the same question comes to you personally. How good does it feel to know that we can open back up and let people come and watch what they love?
Yeah, you know, that's what the venue's for. It's not meant to be an empty racetrack with cars just circulating just for the TV cameras. It's meant to have the crowds here. It's our purpose, really. It's what we do, isn't it? So, yeah, it's just going to be good to get the buzz from the crowd. You really feel it, you know, you really feel the oohs and the ahs and the, you know, the excitement of the racing, and there's plenty of Scots for them to be cheering on. So, yeah, it just feels like this is what we are in business to do, and we're back to business as usual, so just happy about that.
And we can see the smile on your face. That says it all. It was a very different interview the last time.
I know, I was a bit fed up the last time, a bit scunnered, but yeah, it just feels like that, you know, we're back to business as usual, like I said, so I'm happy about that.
Good stuff, Gillian. Thank you very much. Touch in. Have a good week.
Thank you.
When's the last time you said 450?
Well,
1998.
2017, Gordon's last year.
2017.
Was that 2017 or 2018?
That was the year Gordon was in the FK2 and he won a race here. Did he not? He was in earlier on. He was really funny actually because we interviewed him like that, and then we stopped it, and he quickly went to me and put his race suit on, and came back and sitting in a race suit. You're a bit of a keen bean. I'm ready to go. He actually thinks Aiden will get a victory here this weekend. He thinks Aiden will win one. He hopes
Wheel-wheel
he.
drive,
It'd be good if they could all win one each.
Close your eyes, hear the voice within calling. This heavy load got under your skin, all in. You got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside, heading for collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors, colors, colors. Right.
We've primed Hannah Chapman already because, well, we saw her in the pit lane garages, and we've got to come and speak to Chappers. It's been such a long time since we've actually hung out. But first of all, how is the JCW Mini for you?
It's definitely been an eye-opener for me. It's been a big step up, and it's taken a bit of time for me to get used to it and find my confidence with it, but I'm pushing every time I'm going out, improving every time. There's been a couple of tough moments mentally, you know, where you think, oh, I'm struggling, but then pull it together. I finished today on a high. The last session was a lot better, so yeah, we're getting there.
And what's your kind of outlook for the weekend? Where do you think you're going to fit in, because it's a busy grid?
It is a busy grid. The weather's looking like it's all over the place as well, so I genuinely have no idea. Last year I did my debut in the JCW here. I did way better than expected. This year I just don't know what to expect. I really want to do well because my sponsor is Ram Tubulars. I'm bringing guests along to watch, so hopefully with the added pressure of them watching I might be able to perform and pull something out of the bag.
Joe, this is your first real full year in the JCW. You did a little bit last year, but in that little bit you did last year, you were pole position here at Knockhill Racing Circuit, which you said, oh, it's the worst thing I could have done.
Yeah, no pressure. I mean, coming into this year, I'm with a new team, obviously, BTC Racing, given an opportunity when I'd retired over winter, and then I got this another retirement, a mad opportunity over the winter time. I got a phone call in towards the end of February, start of March to come and be part of it, which even now I can't believe the opportunity that I've got with those guys. So we're just working away. This is a tough championship, and we all know it's tough. It's quirky, the cars are difficult to set up, and they're hard to drive, and yeah, we're getting there slowly, and I hope that this weekend is a turning point for our year and we can get to where we need to be.
Looking ahead, if say somebody has never seen Joe Tanner driving a Mini before, how would you describe your style for driving one of these cars?
You're trying to set me up to say something stupid, aren't you? I would say controlled, calculated, the opposite of that. I don't know, I mean, around here it's so much fun. These cars are so good to drive, and back in the Cooper days as well. I've got a lot of experience around here. But it's a serious handful. Like, these things are so quick in comparison, and they're so stiffly sprung as well. And I just hope we get a good dry day, not only from my own selfish point of view with trying to do a good job and have a consistent results and whatever, but also for the event, because it's going to be huge for Knockhill, obviously, having crowds back. And I just hope for a good dry day, sensible-ish racing, and for me a good result.
You look like you're about to go and rob a bank in the Wild West with your two shotguns there. Let's go and catch up with the events director, Stuart Gray. Stuart's a busy man during this week and he relies heavily on Jem Hobbs' event manager. Together, they work as a great team. So let's see what Stuart's take is on this week. Stuart, it's the British Touring Car Race Week. How are things for you? What's happening in this office?
Well, the planning for the event for myself and Jim and the whole of the events team started months ago, so we're now in the final phase. As you say, the teams have arrived and are beginning to start their week-long testing. Today, it's really been signing off the programme. It goes to press this afternoon. So delighted that we've got a fully printed programme again, as well as the download version. Doing a lot of promotions today. So just trying to get the last bit of publicity ahead of the weekend. Been contacting all the radio stations because I look after all the media and radio and press and TV contacts as well. See if we can get some exposure in the media ahead of the weekend, and really sponsors as well. There's a lot of last minute inquiries from our 2 race day sponsors. So between Lockring and Cataclean, they're bringing about 400 guests between them. So a chunk of the crowd is actually made up of two separate bodies, and Lockring especially, they've got about 350 guests, and they're going to be taking over the skid pan centre down here with all their guests, and so a lot of details to do with that as well.
That phone's never stopped, has it? So it's been red hot. It's been like the bat phone.
Yeah, well, the whole office's phone has been going. It's great to have that happen actually, because it shows that we're back, and obviously the crowd are going to be back. So it's only been 2 weeks since we got the news through from Fife Council and Scottish Government. So those last 2 weeks have been all hands to the pump in the office, and the ticket sales are on the march. So we're delighted.
The last time we spoke at the Superbikes, it was a pretty different atmosphere. The interview was a bit, it was almost sombre. It wasn't right. It didn't feel right that we didn't have a crowd. It's a completely different vibe in the circuit just now. There's a buzz there.
Absolutely. And the buzz is not only the expectation of having a crowd, but we're kind of going into the unknown to a certain extent, because we've not had a major crowd here for 2 years. So we're not sure whether we're going to get a bumper crowd or whether we'll get a normal one. It was only 10 days ago that we got the news that we were allowed a crowd, so it's very short lead-in time. So we're still going into quite a lot of unknowns, but the phone's ringing, the email orders are coming in, people are coming up to the counter to buy tickets, so it's happening. There will be a fantastic audience, and of course we've got the 3 Scottish drivers to cheer on, so that we've not had that for an awful long time. And obviously Aidan's doing well, Rory's got his race win, and Gordon's going to be hot on it as well. So my money's on the Scottish win, and I don't know who's going to win, or if 2 of them are going to win, or all 3 of Ian going to win. Don't know, but it's going to be good.
Stuart, it's good to see the smile back. That's the first thing. It's good to see the smile back, and have a good week. We'll catch up with you, I'm pretty sure, quite a few more times.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Butcher's actually up the inside of Rowbottom, which forces Rowbottom into Shedden. They're side by side. Who's going to come out in front?
Shedden has to get defensive. We've got Stephen Jenny coming up in the mix in the BMW as well, but it's Butcher coming through to the lead. Rory Butcher leads. Rory Butcher takes the win. It'll be a roar inside the car for sure as well.
Touring Car Week at Knockhill, catching up with the Butch, just ahead of a good weekend hopefully, and off the back of a race win. You're carrying a good bit of momentum coming back to your home circuit, and most importantly, we're going to have a full audience, full crowd. How are you feeling?
Yeah, really good, Dunk. Just excited to be back at Knockhill and like you say, have the crowd again, because I think last year we definitely missed that. Just getting out of the car after each session and not having the normal buzz and the atmosphere, it was it's not the normal Knockhill. So yeah, we're going to have a full crowd, hoping to put on a good show for them. And like you say, you know, we're kind of come up north and we've had a good weekend at Oakton, and we're ready to go out and attack, go for it.
You say a good weekend. Unfortunately, race 3, we'll pretend race 3 never happened. But I did hear you say the car is mainly cosmetic damage. Is that the case?
Yeah, exactly. Just panels and stuff like that, which is a real positive considering I did get T-boned like over 100 mile an hour and then hit the tyre wall. So yeah, we've come off really lucky. And actually, you know what? There's a positive to it all in the sense that if we had scored some points, we might have been a few places up in the championship and lugging around another 20 kilograms of ballast. So we've only got 21 kilos, and coming into the weekend feeling really excited.
You have got the qualifying lap record, obviously the race lap record is something else, but you've got the fastest ever time around here in a touring car in qualifying, so you know your way around. You set that in the Honda. Do you think the Toyota's going to be very similar to how the FK2 Honda felt? It looks, dimensions, kind of the same.
It feels very similar. You know, it's got that short wheelbase, and the way we've got the car feeling now, it does remind me of the FK2. So, you know, you just don't know sometimes, depending on the track condition and the circuits you go to. Like, it just sometimes the cars feel different everywhere you go. But so far so good. The way we've got the car feeling now, I'm kind of excited to get out there and see how it's going to go. Because just as you're talking about that lap, the lap record, I can actually visualise the lap, and it was great fun. So hopefully.
Going around Knockhill in a touring car on the limit, is there anything better?
A few things better, Dunk.
That you can mention in an interview with me.
But nah, it's when you've got it hooked up, when the car's good and you're on form and it's all going well. There's none. Knockhill, hooking it up is amazing, and it's hard to do. To be honest, it's actually, even if you've got loads of experience around the track, to actually piece the lap together is really difficult. So yeah, we'll see. We've also got bloody Gordon, who's very at home here, and
the Moth. The Moth's flying.
And Aidan as well, he's having a great year, and I think you'll see a lot of Aidan this weekend at the front. And then you've got Turkington with minimal ballast, needing to prove something. You know, he's not had the best couple of events recently, so it's going to be a really tough weekend, and we just got to do what we can do, and hopefully that's going to be good enough.
Rory, thanks. It's always good to catch up with you. I'm going to off air now. We're going to find out what those two good things are that you can't mention to us. But listen, good luck this weekend.
Right,
thank you very much, Rory. Best of luck.
All right, buddy.
They will phone back, as I said. You know, they will phone back. But I reckon there'll be more of a shock.
Okay, cool.
Are you really, Tom? The things you do for us is great.
Absolutely right. You're not seeing the invoice that comes with this.
Ah, well, I know.
What? Who said that?
Yeah, because we saw that. We wondered why you were in there. I think Tim Harvey mentioned it's probably Grafton Day.
One of them.
But it's a place you go well at. Knockhill's a place you like.
It's a place I enjoy, which is nice.
Well, that's good. If you enjoy coming here, it gives.
It makes a big difference. Obviously, I have to deal with you, but I mean that is a small price to pay, I guess.
Thanks, pal.
Still waiting for this phone?
Yeah, I know. Well, we'll just see what happens. Right. Go. Just speak.
Hello, Knockhill Circuit. Tom Ingram speaking. How can I help? I have been on the Knockhill social media. That's correct. Yes, I am the one with the dog. That's correct. It sounds like I'm the one you needed to speak to. Anyway, would you like to buy your tickets for this weekend's touring car race? Fabulous. Good. Well, you see, we're very nice people.
Thank you very much.
See you soon.
That's for Rob.
That's for Rob. Do you take sugar in your tea? Coffee even?
No, I don't. Thanks.
Okay. box, or is that it? Oh, that's good. Right. Right, let's take Rabbit's coffee. A lesson on the buggy.
Thank you. You better know me.
Can you work it?
No, you think you'll be alright with that?
How are you getting on?
Oh, good, yes.
Good.
We've done this one and the next one.
Okay.
So, and showers.
Oh, good.
And I don't know where we're going. Next one. I don't know if we should
What I'll
stick
do-
or whatever. Which one was done?
I tell you what to do is,
There was another one down the road. So we was planning to go to
okay,
that one.
that's fine. Maybe have your break at like 12.
Yeah.
There's packed lunches at Kinnaird, so if you go into the restaurant and ask for the cleaning packed lunches, there's 2 for you.
Okay.
You know, they're in Kinnaird restaurant, yeah?
SJC.
Oh, look there.
Okay, you know? We can go?
Once you've had your lunch, give me a phone and I'm going to get you to do one of the buildings in this paddock.
Okay.
So just, if you want to do the next toilet, get your lunch break and then come back to me like after 1.
No worries.
Is that okay? Yeah?
Okay.
And you'll be able to have a break in the cabin down there with you got the keys still, yeah?
Yes.
Perfect.
I think. Okay.
Is that okay? You'll be alright on this, yeah?
Well, we'll see.
The Black Circle chicane in Knockhill is famous for cars coming through here and 2 wheels in the British Touring Car Championship. The famous Black Circle chicane in Knockhill gets touring cars coming through here on 2 wheels. It gives the spectators in the banking some great pictures of the cars as they power up the back straight towards Clark Corner. And that is where the Knockhill campsite is situated. Now, events manager Gemma Hobbs is just one of the many things that she looks after the campsite. So let's go and catch up with Gemma on this Touring Car Week. Gemma, we have got a crowd. The crowd are coming in.
We have a crowd.
So
excited.
your job completely changes from being a little bit kind of low key at the Superbikes, as you said yourself.
Yep.
It's all action. It's all hands to the pump.
All hands to the pump, Duncan. And as soon as we got the news, it was like, right, let's go. But it is obviously busy and it's hard work, but it's what we do and we're looking forward to it. But yeah, totally so happy, so happy.
Yeah. So it starts well in advance, but we're now into race week. Yep. The campsite will open on Thursday. So what preparations do you need to make for the other side of the circuit?
So obviously we need to get the campsite set up. We bring everyone in on Thursday from lunchtime. They will be the touring car campers. They love it, so they will be here early. So that campsite will be full. It's sold out, so it's going to be really busy, really busy. Looking forward to it.
And they're all getting put in plots. They're going to be socially distanced. They're going to be separated, and
socially
there's the campsite HQ across here as well, which you spend quite a lot of time in, you know. But you're there, you're the main gate, you're the office. You just move about.
Just everywhere. Thankfully, I've got a buggy for that. So, just a bit of everything. So, got all the team, It's been 2 years since we've had a big crowd, so I've got all our team back, and we're all looking forward to it. So. We will be up there setting everyone up, and it's an amazing atmosphere up there. You know, when you drive through there on the Friday night, everyone's just so excited, just the smell, the fun, everyone's just enjoying themselves. And I think that this year, because it's been so long since anyone's actually done anything that is fun, that it's going to be mega. It's going to be hard.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be mega. It's going to be hard. But
It is.
what a different interview this is compared
Oh, I
to
know.
what we had when we walked across the paddock. On the flip side of that, how do you feel personally now about the touring cars, us getting a crowd?
I don't know, I just got goosebumps. That's weird. That's so weird.
I can see.
Nah, it's good. You know, I feel like maybe my last interview was a wee bit depressing, but I was really upset. But now it's like, oh, how are we going to get to Sunday? But we'll get there. We've got a good team, and it's just, can't wait.
Front of house is always a great place to be on any meeting we'll have here, but the superbikes and the touring cars, the gate staff are so important. They're the welcoming face to Knockhill. How do you prep them for it?
Well, a lot of these guys have worked here for a long time. You know, they do a lot of events for us, so they know the team, they know the venue, they know the customers. So, and we've also got the office team now. The office girls are out on the gate on the front line, so it's great having them out there. They're so good. Like Amanda, Ashley, the whole team, they're so good. So, no, it's good. And we've got ticket scanning now, so it's a lot easier than faffing about with trying to sell tickets. You know, we've got our scanners. You scan, you get beeped in, and you're away you go. So, looking forward to it.
Hello. Are you Ash? No.
Went somewhere right now. I'm not sure.
They're struggling with their flooring because they can't, it's obviously quite uneven. I know, I'm just wondering, would a roller make any difference if we rolled it for them? Right. Okay, I'll try that. All right, thanks. Bye. So, the options are that you lift this and we send the roller up and we roll it for you, but it will mean that you'll need to probably
take the frame down.
Yeah, because it won't get under this.
How tall is it?
I would think it'll probably be about the height of that middle one. What do you think, Dunk?
Yeah, I probably won't clear these, put it that way.
So, like, if we were to lift it onto these still?
Yeah, that should
that would work, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll lift it onto here and strap it to it so they don't go anywhere.
Okay.
Take the floor up, get the roller in, and do that. See, hopefully that works.
Cool. Okay, we'll get the roller over and then take it from there.
Yeah.
All right, cheers. All right, bye.
Is that a type of random thing that happens all the time?
Yep.
What other ones?
I can't think. Wi-Fi problems. Consumables needed for keep all you commentary team happy. TVs, sorting TVs, retuning TVs that don't want to retune. What else? Ticket dramas, scanning tickets, Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi's a common theme, isn't it? Yeah.
Dennis, give us a wave.
Oh,
yeah, go see.
Where he came out.
Go see, he'll get you started. Have a great weekend. Hello, how are you? You good? I'll just check your bands. Super job, and keep that little yellow thing in the windscreen all weekend, okay? If you just head into the straight left here, follow this one, and we'll get you set up. Dennis is there. Have a good weekend. Hi, you're in a tent, yeah? Have you been before?
Yes, we have.
Do you know the normally go on the trackside part? Because you're early. Yeah? Right, take this little thing here, 2 seconds. Come in, Mikey.
Go ahead.
Are you still down at the tents?
Yep.
Perfect, just sending another one to you. See if you just go
Okay.
follow this road round, and you'll see where the tents are on the side. They're on the other side of that tree.
Okay.
There's someone there in a buggy. They'll sort you out.
Awesome.
Have a good one. So it is 12:30 on Thursday. The campsite opened at 12 o'clock. We had all these wonderful campers waiting in the queue since about 8 o'clock this morning, so they're really, really keen. Everyone's just so excited to be back. Today we'll be busy. This whole area should be filled with caravans and tents. And yeah, it's good. We've got really excited campers, especially these guys here. Let's go see them.
I'm sure he was on the beer already.
He's on the beer. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, I never said the word shave.
We just wonder. We just wanted to know how happy you are to be here.
Oh, happy.
Happy.
Ecstatic.
Super.
Take your hands off your hips.
Yeah, we've done good ticket sales, so yeah. Yeah, it'll be busy. It's going to be busy. Campsite will be busy.
Laura Graham, sales manager for Knockhill Racing Circuit. Look at the smile on your face, it says it all. It's completely different from the British Superbike Championship. We're in Touring Car Week. How are things on your side?
Busy, manic, busy, much busier than Superbikes from our point of view. So yes, and exciting.
Now, the last time we dragged you away from your desk, but we can't get you away from your desk because it is that busy. The office is a great buzz.
Yes, busy. It's right at the end of school holidays as well. So we are busy with everything else as well as touring cars. We've got full-on karting experiences and people so excited to know they can come and watch touring cars this coming weekend.
How excited are you personally to see the bankings and a crowd back at Knockhill for the BTCC?
Very. You probably can't see the lovely views I have from my office window, but I look right over the campsite and obviously the track, and we can see all the spectators, regulars, new people, people from all over the UK and elsewhere. And it'll be so good to see them back this year. Superbikes was a bit of a strange one because you look out over our masses of acres and it was empty apart from the lucky 1,000 that came, so super excited.
So when the phone rings, which it does, and it probably will, when we're in the middle of this interview,
yes, it will.
What are the most common questions? Is it about parking, food, camping? What are people wanting to know?
I think you covered the most popular three topics there. Parking, camping, can we come? Are we allowed to come? Are restrictions lifted? all what's going to be different about touring cars this year. But I mean, we will have obviously COVID regulations in place. We want everyone to have a super safe time. But yeah, it's all go, open paddocks, crowds, camping, the lot.
And how are your sales team in the office coping with it? Because the phones they've been red hot. You know, how are they getting on?
Yeah, they're quite glad when the phones switch off because it's super busy. But at the same time, they're glad that they're ringing and they're delighted to welcome everyone here this weekend. Next weekend, this weekend.
Well, you look like you're ready to go. There's nothing that we can hide with that. But let's talk about how the year's been so far. Stepping back into the British Touring Car Championship. It's a hotbed of activity. It's difficult. It's 3 races in the day. You know what it's like. But how has it been?
It's been exciting, is the best way to put it. But that's what touring car racing is. Like you say, 3 races. You know, I often say I'd swap luck over talent any day of the week in this championship, and the cards haven't quite fallen my way so far. But you know what? We're on the ascendancy. I had 2 podiums last time out at Oulton Park, huge point score, and right back in the mix for the championship. So this would be a good weekend to get on the top step of the podium and get that win and hear the national anthem for sure.
It would, and you talk quite a lot, and you always have talked about what the home support's like, the crowd. It does give you that extra push, doesn't it?
It does. It gives you that extra something, and it doesn't give you any more speed, for sure. But the crowd in Knockhill is so close to the action. You know, they can see the car on 2 wheels, they can hear the tyres squealing, and it definitely just gives you that little bit of an extra spring in your step. And you know, I've said before, it's a little bit like the 12th man in a game of football. You know, it just, you know, for sure I won't leave anything on the table this weekend. It's all out all the time.
It's been said for years that Knockhill is a rear-wheel drive circuit, but we've seen over the past couple of years, this thing's it's starting to change the front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive dynamic here, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the rear-wheel drive cars definitely have an advantage out the hairpin, but there are other areas where the front-wheel drive car is better, so it's up for us to make the best of it. And you know, the Honda Civic's been good this year, and I'm sure as much as we're looking at others, you know, the rest of the pit lane will be looking towards us to see what we're capable of, and I think we'll be in a good place.
You're quite early, but have you not got somebody should be? You've not got a shakedown you've got to do or something?
Shall we go?
Yeah, let's go. Helmet on. Have I got a jacket I can put? Have I got a race suit somewhere? Nice one.
I did run out of time, faced with all advice to get her back in mind. A struggle to suffice, weighed down by all your pride. Had to break my stride and get back on my feet, with nothing left to ensure. We can redefine the purpose of our lives. We can run and hide, but never out of sight.
It's Saturday, it's event weekend, about 11 o'clock, and we're here, the event's happening, fantastic crowd on the hillside, and it's great that the feedback from the race control people was they've never seen the track in a better condition. With the ground staff have done a great job preparing the track, and it is looking great. So that was a good tick in the box to get the event going at 9 o'clock. And the crowd have been coming in, gates opened at 7:30, and Gemma and the gang have been getting everyone to safely in and up on the hillside. And today it's great. The Saturday is really the enthusiast day. Those that are really passionate about the whole event, they want to see the touring cars all the time that they're on track. And we've got free practice 2 is on track at the moment, so the guys are just practicing, warming up, getting their tyres and their suspension and the engine settings all tip-top condition for qualifying, which is later on today. So it's all systems go. It's been a long time coming, but we've got the crowd, we've got the event, and it's all happening, so all systems go.
Was static by your side, strapped down for the ride. Now I know more. There's nothing left to ensure.
shining, and of course it's Saturday morning and the crowds are here watching the touring cars out in their second free practice. So nice to see cars on the hillside that we've not seen for so long. Campsite's full, and we think people are going to have a great weekend.
Now it's a podium. Well done. You go now. And we are up the podium proudly on the first step of the podium. In second place, Jason Lockwood.
You got 10 seconds.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Absolutely buzzing, mate. Magic. No, really happy. Yeah, absolutely awesome. Just massive thanks to the team. The car this weekend has just been awesome, and without that, we wouldn't have done it.
Hey guys, quick qualifying debrief here. Finished off P8. A little bit disappointed. I felt like we had a little bit more in it, but it's so close, and I think even a few hundred of a second would have put us up in the top 3 or 4. So it's going to be tough tomorrow from P8, but we just got to keep pushing, and you know, it's about gathering points. So let's hope we get a good points off.
Okay, just after qualifying here at Knockhill, an absolutely manic session. There was red flags, there was cars off, there was, yeah, all hell breaking loose. But this one is not the best qualifying for me. Qualified P11, but to put it in perspective, if I'd have found, I think, just under 0.2 of a second that I'd been on pole, it's that daft, you know, how close it is. So, you know, it's all to play for tomorrow. We're going to have 3 exciting races. I think we can improve the car a bit overnight, and we can come out fighting and do our best to score as many points as possible. So, fingers crossed.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you've tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner.
And it is blast off. It should be a good start by the BMW. It is. There goes Dan Lloyd coming out of the chicane. Cook does go for the inside, and he does make it stick. That was a good, bold move. Oh, bang.
The Oliphant's off.
Over the line comes Colin Turkington. A great drive to control the race.
You cut me loose and set me free. make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached my mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free.
A bad stop by Chris Smiley, who everyone has to dodge around. Mayhem in the background. Nicholas Hamilton is off the road.
Sutton's got good traction off that corner. The proper full lunge up the inside.
3 wide down to the hairpin. Butcher dives up the inside. Brilliant switchback.
Oh, and Butcher was through on Muffin, and there was contact.
Turkington is wide, he's in the gravel, and Sutton's going to go through for the lead. Ash Sutton wins to increase the lead in the championship.
Ingram's got to play his cards right.
Blast off. Ingram to the inside, goes third. Inside goes Ingram for second place, he's through. Ingram goes for the race lead, dives up the inside of Stephen Jelly. Fantastic stuff.
That was the move of the season.
Round 15 go to Tom Ingram.
It was our master plan.
The twists and turns of Knockhill rewards commitment and aggression.
Well done.
Thank you so much. Grape juice, I believe it is. Yeah. And it is as rancid, on top of sweat, on top of general Tingram odour. It's quite the concoction.
You're a little bit whiffy, mate, but I'm going to let you off because you're cool.
Thanks.
And you won that race. You won that race handsomely. So it's my son's calling me. Do you want to answer my son? Yeah, on you go. Just say it's Tom Ingram.
Hi, Doody. Sorry. Hey, Doody. It's Tom Ingram. How are you? I hung up.
No, I hung up on you.
Rude. That's rude.
I don't blame him. Okay, talk us through that race 3 move at the hairpin, because we called it from the commentary box. It was super late. Clean though.
Yeah, absolutely, and nice to have got a clean move in around Knockhill, because I think a few people today have showed that it's quite difficult to make clean moves around Knockhill. Moves can be made; they're not always clean. So yeah, it was late. It was super late, but the difficulty around here, and you know that as soon as you show your hand in terms of where your strength is, the guy in front can just cover it off. They can defend it. They can slow you up. They can stop you at certain places. So I had to just. The act of surprise was needed. It was a had to be like Uri Geller, right? To be a little bit of a bit here, there, and everywhere, and bend some spoons and go late.
Move a football, get Scotland out. But we'll leave that. It was so late though. You didn't even really have a shot at it. Did you know that you were better there? Because it was once done and a game over.
Well, I tried it 3 times for the lap. You know, the previous 3 laps, I lined it up. Not try the move, but just try from a little way back and sort of just practice the move, like a dry run, a rehearsal, and sort of just try and see what he does. You know, see what he's like at, you know, with the car getting bigger in his mirrors. And I stayed on the outside. I thought I'll see if he ducks down to the inside last minute. I'll sit on the inside and see if he defends it. And he just kind of sat in the middle and then darted back to the left. So I thought, right, you're going to do that on the next lap as well. So I thought I'll get a bit closer. Just look like I'm going to do exactly the same thing as I did the lap previous. And as soon as he came left to open, that was my opportunity, and I didn't need a second invitation. You know, as soon as there's a gap for the race lead, I'm going to take it.
And you drove away from that point on, and what you did do is you took points out of Ash Sutton's championship lead.
Yep, very good. We've actually lost points. You know, weirdly this weekend we've actually lost points to Ash. So although we closed in massively in that last race, you know, it's difficult because, you know, in the first 2 races we lost quite a few points. So, you know, it's difficult, but you know, I think we're going the right way. We just need to stay consistent. As long as we can stay consistent, keep scoring big points, we'll be all right.
Definitely makes up for Oulton Park coming to Knockhill. The drive's worth it, and you've spent a whole week in glorious Scotland.
It's been lovely. I love it up here anyway, you know, I absolutely adore it up here. So it's been a really nice week to spend up here. We're going back tomorrow morning, so we're going to have a few beers tonight and celebrate the race 3 victory, have some nice food and some plenty of beer, and then go back tomorrow.
Fist bump?
Absolutely right.
Okay, fist bump. Well done, buddy. Can we cuddle? Can we allowed to cuddle? We're allowed to cuddle.
Come on, let's go for a cuddle.
Oh, God,
no.
That's awful. I can't believe you've done that, Tingram. Jeez, oh. Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much. Let's get Flash. We're not going to let him go past us without getting a word here. He's going to have to stop. Let's have a quick word in the rain, buddy. What a cracking race 3 that was for you. Took a little while to come through, but once you got through, it looked like you had pace, but ultimately it was too late in the day.
Everyone's just been so close this weekend, and I don't think, a couple of the rear-wheel drive cars have been really, really strong, but apart from, take those 2 cars out of it, everyone else is running around nearly on the same pace, and it's just hard, when you lose that little bit, and you've got to gain a couple of seconds or a second, it's just taking you so long to do it. By the time you get there, you don't have any tyres left, so that was all right.
You've gone from 6th in the championship to 3rd in the championship. You've leapfrogged your team 4th. I thought you. Sorry, I've given you an extra place in championship just for being a good guy. Is that okay?
Oh, awesome! I like your style.
You've gone ahead of Dan though. You've gone ahead of Dan. It's important for you, but the team are making big steps here.
Yeah, we've chipped away at it all day. We didn't get it right in qualifying yesterday, and we had to put our hands up to that. But that's what it's like, a tenth of a second yesterday would have jumped me from P11 to P3. It's that close, so I don't know. We're right. We'll go to Thruxton. Cars historically pretty strong around Thruxton, so hopefully we can have a good rip at it around there in 2 weeks.
Are you going to help dismantle the awning, or I think Matt Neil's taking care of that, so you could probably just go and have a little beer if you want.
He's got his luminous gloves on. He thinks he's actually working for a living, doesn't he?
Well, he's doing something, Gordon. Listen, great stuff. We look forward to watching you next time, Thruxton.
Awesome. Look forward to it. Cheers.
Buddy. Catch you later on. Good stuff. Quick catch up with Flash. And we need to just. It's starting to rain here, Knockhill, so the rain's waited till the very, very end of the day before it comes down and gives us a slight shower. But you can have a look. We've got Toyota Gazoo racing. Great shame for Rory Butcher in race number 2 there. A little coming together with Aidan Moffat going in towards turn 1. And when that happened, ultimately it cost him a little bit of time. Gillian, we'll just move away from the speaker if it's okay. We could come along here. We can all do the dance because it's been a good day. Very athletic at this time of the day. I'm done after that. How are you?
I'm done. I was done at 1 o'clock, I think. Yeah, no, it's good. It's been a good day, good crowds, good support for the local drivers, and yeah, the weather has even been good, so it's been great.
Yeah, a little bit of fog disappeared, and it's starting to have a little shower of rain now. But I mean, you've got 2 hats on here. You've got the Knockhill Racing Circuit hat on, where you want everybody to have a good day, making sure the event runs and goes. But then you've also got the racing driver wife and racing driver sister hat. It's a
3 hats.
3 hats. It's quite emotional for you.
Yeah, I think
stressful.
I think emotional is a good word, but yeah, no, it was. To be honest, it was the full focus on the business this morning. Get the crowds in. I know there was some delays for some customers this morning, and it's just tricky with the scanning that we have to do nowadays for running events. But most people got in to watch the first touring car race, so happy about that. And then obviously, as we were still dealing with customers at the gate, my stomach started to churn because I knew that the touring car race was coming up, and I wondered why I was starting to feel sick, but that's the reason. So yeah, it's there's a lot of emotion goes on, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
I caught up with Gordon at Lockring after race 2, and he was in great form, good mood, looking forward to race number 3, and I think that was possibly his best race of the day, race 3.
Yeah. I know he would have loved to have had a home podium, but it's still very important to be getting the points, and it was a good points haul. He's 4th in the championship now, and yeah, it was a good race. It was a tricky race. Sutton was coming hard, and I was worried about him because Sutton is pretty awesome round here, and rear wheel drive, it's just totally set up for Knockhill. So no, good day, even though he's maybe not quite as chuffed as he could be.
Are you now going to go and put your feet up in the office and try and chill out for a little while? Have you still got more to do?
No, a wee bit more to do, but I'll put my feet up tonight sometime, and yeah.
Aidan, sum up your weekend for us. Politely.
No, it's frustrating. We had good pace. Kind of planned our day to hopefully be in the mix for race 3 with the slower tyre race 1. Race 2 we got damage early on, which the car was all over the shop after that, so we had to defend a lot, and yeah, we were sitting hopefully a 7 for 8 on a front row start for the last race, but that wasn't to be with a trip to the gravel.
Dan Robottom's wanting to nick your interview, so we're just going to ask you another question, if that's all right.
Quite right.
Hometown hero, Ash Sutton bigged you up in the commentary box there. They said you're a new man. You are a new man at the wheel of this Q50 Infiniti, aren't you?
Getting there. It's didn't quite look at today. We didn't get what we expected or hoped for or maybe had there. But it's Knockhill, it's tight, there's incidents, and it wasn't just me, so yeah, you just got to kind of take it on the chin.
You'll be home in half an hour with your feet up in the hot tub with a couple of Coronas.
I'll be drunk in 45 minutes.
Thank you very much, pal. So that brings the end of our 5-part documentary series to the finishing line, and we do hope you enjoyed it, looking at how we execute and plan our major events here at Knockhill Racing Circuit. Join us in 2022, where we get the British Superbikes back in June, and the 30th anniversary of the British Touring Cars at Knockhill Racing Circuit in July. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and take care.